Okay, welcome to December 18th, 2024. Let's begin the day. I don't know why, but it's really cold this morning. Colder than I don't think it is, but absolutely in an absolute sense, but it really feels cold. Today, I'm not going to head that way, or yeah, that way. Let's go that way. Off we go. Into the dark. Twinkling lights. It's I'm getting a little bit warmer with all these steps. Feels a little better. Listening to some music, trudging along. Okay, I'm approaching the Minami concert. This road right here is the old Tokaido Highway, actually. Hard to believe, kind of. Just pass it in, passing interest like there. So there's this underground thing you can go down that opens up into a big cavernous space down below. I've always thought it kind of interesting that there's so much space down here. It's already enough of more than I should anybody. It's just good because I don't get scared of being down here. So you can still see. Look at this space. It's all nice and clean. No water, no graffiti. Anyway, it's cliche, right? The old Japan is clean. But it is. Oh, well, there you go. Maybe not as clean as you thought. Yes. Reality is. And you pop up the other side. And closing in on the Kusanagi station. Just down there. This is a parking spot, repark. And you can stay here and park your car, and it's kind of automatic. You pull your car in, and then the thing here, this mechanism right here, lifts up and locks in the rear wheel. You can see the car over there is kind of locked into place. Can't really escape. And then there's a coin machine right over here, or a money taking machine, where you can pay for your parking once your parking is done. These are ubiquitous, literally everywhere. You just back right in, and the gate rises, and you can head off and do your thing. We used one yesterday when we went downtown. This is the Shizutetsu line. I think it's still a little too early for any trains to be running. This is the station right there. This is the station at Kusanagi. It's a short line. It just runs between Shimizu and Shizuoka. There's another one, the JR line right up there. Here, there's a store right here close to the station that I've always admired their art. This has been here for decades and decades. They have these art prints, or not prints, but I think it's like cut paper out here. Love that one. I love that one. And then the bamboo forest, a little Manekineko cow, some like fish and an Uchiwa fan, and then a train going over the river. Maybe the Oigawa River, which is not far from here. There isn't SL, a steam locomotive that crosses over the bridge there. Near where Martin of X fame previously lived. I think this is a newspaper right here. Yeah, good morning. It's time for them to be bustling. Getting closer to the station. Can you hear the train over there passing by? Can't quite see it. This is the Kusanagi Scramble. Think about the Shibuya Scramble, but in miniature. I'm the only one here right now. Just a few people walking down. And the train station's right up there. Should turn green any second. Okay, I'm on the other side of the station. I went around, and it's a loop there, and I found this. This is interesting. So the area, the foothills above here are kind of famous. You can't quite see it, but do you see how there's like a rocket thing? There it is, spouting out right there. They have these bamboo, large bamboo skyrockets that they built. Think of them like the skyrockets you'd have when you were kids at the fireworks, right? And that's what they use to launch into the air. And it's a festival that they do once a year here. Up there, you can see them skyrocketing. Up there, whoa, above the houses and everything. It's interesting. And this is all the information about it. I'm walking along this street here, and I just noticed a new park. I'd never seen this before. Little bicycle, gate there. Let's take a look. This is new. It looks really charming, very clean. And, well, there's a little bit of trash right there. again, right? It's got the water spigot there and some flower pots. And it's even got the hose all wrapped up there. And a little sign to, not let your dogs do their pooping here. And I'm sure that the plants here are maintained by volunteers in the community. Train. That's for you, Journey. Let's take a walk around the park here. There's another entrance right there. Well, that's not, yeah, I guess that's an entrance. It's like someone's driveway thing. Some bars here for exercise, a water fountain. How's it work? Japanese water fountains spray straight up in the air. Like that. Great way to get splashed in the face, but it works. Oh, and it's even got a security monitor camera. See over there? So we're being watched. A nice seating area. Wow, I really like this. I'm gonna have to remember to come here and I can do a book reading here. Slide. Another nicely manicured little garden. Oh, there's the camera. Right there. Watch it. Just to keep out the ruffians. And then over there, and then there's a couple of locker thingies for storing all the equipment for cleaning the park. A map. Another nice bench. And then a nice open grounds here for playful activities. A lovely little Japanese park in Kusanagi. Okay, what we have before us here is a very iconic scene for life in urban Japan, crisscrossed by railroads of various sorts, the big JR trunk lines, the various small, more private railroads, where these railroads cross over both roads and footpaths. You'll find little intersections like this, crossings like this, that have gates no bigger than to allow a bicycle or two to pass. Maybe not even at the same time, probably getting off and walking it, and pedestrian traffic, and little guardrails that come down and keep people safe. It's still too early for this particular line, the Shizutetsu line, to run, although we can see the gate here, crossing up there, the lights that will flash, the arrows here that will indicate the direction of the oncoming train, the caution signs, the path narrowing here, a place to stop and mark your bike or your feet before you cross. Some barriers made of railroad ties themselves. In fact, these are railroad nonetheless. Looking right and looking left. Crossing over the rails there. And on the opposite side, similar apparatus, a horn thing to announce, bells to ring, ladder to climb, and an emergency SOS button should one be needed. More of the same on this side. And you just kind of keep on going. Pedestrian railroad crossing in the Japanese urban setting. That's a tofu shop right across the street, and the guy is in there working right now. I've always thought that was interesting. It's early in the morning, and the tofu man is doing his thing. I love those little glimpses of the, what do you call that? The working man's world, the tradesman. Yeah, the tradesman in Japan.
のびのびと背伸びの運動から、はい、力まない程度軽く手を握って、腕と足の運動です。腕は軽く横に振り、足元気よく曲げて伸ばしましょう。腕を回す運動です。腕できれいな大きい円を描くように意識をして、 開いて胸の運動です。ここは指先までスーッと伸ばして、心地よく胸を反らせて緩めます。体を横に曲げる運動。椅子に腰掛けてる方はゆっくりと。息を吐いて柔らかく曲げましょう。前後に曲げる運動です。ピアノの音をよく聞きながら、体をねじります。腕を上下に伸ばす運動。腕を曲げて伸ばして上げて伸ばします。足を開いて上体柔らかく斜め下に曲げます。正面で胸反らし。呼吸を上手に使いましょう。息を吐いて大きく吸います。体を回す運動。よく伸びた腕でぐるっと円を描くように。腰の周りの筋肉をほぐしましょう。両足跳びの運動です。椅子の方は肩を上下にゆすりましょう。腕と足の運動。呼吸を整えながらゆったりと動きます。深呼吸。深く息を吸って吐きます。金曜日のテレビ体操はこの辺で。今日も一日どうぞお元気にお過ごしください。
Well, the sun has come up. My long 2-hour urban hike is done. Had a good time, got a lot of workout. I stopped along several parks, did push-ups, radio exercise, all kinds of stuff, calisthenics, feeling good. Man, this is a good way to start the day rather than walking to friggin' work. So yeah, I'm finishing off before I go home to have breakfast with Yumiko. I'm walking along the Yoshida River. I'm gonna go have a look at our home. Hard to believe that that's actually happening, that Yumiko and I are gonna have finally a forever home. Who knows how long that forever will last? I mean, death, disease, and pain and suffering could be just around the corner. So gotta capitalize on the healthy moments while I got them. So I'm gonna come up here and take a look. Let me turn the camera and you can see. Okay, so I'm just at the edge of the road here. Here's the Yoshida River. Current apartment mansion is just down there. Mansion is just a way to say a concrete apartment in Japanese. It's a French word, I think. And then our house, or the backyard, so to speak, of our house is right over here, which I prefer to look at, even though it isn't our land. See this little road here? It goes to nowhere. It used to be you could walk on this a long time ago, but it's all overgrown now, which is part of the reason why I don't think this land will ever be used. It's basically useless. This is what I hope will become our backyard. We're gonna find a way to acquire this property, our house that we're buying. You can see peeking up right there. And then this would be our yard, so to speak. Let me get a little closer to the edge here without falling in the river. Oh, and I wanted to check to see if there were any ladders down. I don't see. Oh, there is a ladder right there. Good. That's going to give me access to the river in the summertime. I'm going to go down there with my lawn chair and sit in the river. Maybe right around here. Right up there. There's a good spot right up there. Just sit with a lawn chair and read a book in the summertime. That'll be nice. But this is it. This is going to be hopefully our backyard. We'll find a way. And look at these beautiful old trees. I wonder what they are. And extends big. I mean, this piece of land extends way the heck over here. I haven't even really traipsed back to see how far it goes. Look, it goes way back there. It's huge. Wow. And what's funny is that the house that we tried to rent that we didn't get is just right around the corner there. If we had gotten that house to rent, we would never have gone to America. How funny that we wind up back buying a house nearby that house with all this potential. And you know, even if we can't use this land, there's no way to use it, that's fine. Our house right there has a little plot of land, just enough for us. We'll be just fine. The house as it is, as we're buying it, will meet our needs. Still have the ladder. Okay, now it's time to head back and join my wife for breakfast. All right, so I'm trying to do pull-ups here every day. Yesterday I did one. I just did two just a minute ago. Let's see if I can do it again.
1, 2.
That's it.
You did it.
2. Whew. We're out for our morning dog walk. We've come up to the Yada Koen, making our way past the Inari shrine, the big sacred trees. This is where we come at the various celebrations and have drinking parties with the men of the community over there on that platform. Jim Mully, came to one of those once. That was a lot of fun. Right there, that's our community shrine. And then we make our way down here through the torii gates, pass into the community park, Yada Koen. And then we'll go to home and the dogs will have their breakfast and we'll have our breakfast. And Yumiko and I can start our day, passing under the shrine gate. All right, breakfast is served. Thank you very much, Yumiko. Our dog walk is done. We have just a few things in store for today. It's interesting to see what will happen as we have more time to do what we want rather than the things we need to do. The last week, it's been 1 week since I arrived back, has been filled with a lot of the necessities of stuff, registering, getting stuff taken care of, buying things that we need, buying a house, and all that. So we'll proceed with the day and continue moving forward into this new life. Itadakimasu. So let me tell you about an interesting experience that's happening right now. It's exactly 1 week since I arrived in Japan. And as I said in the last clip, our necessity is nearly complete. And I'm beginning to realize, like a sun rising, the open time that looms ahead now that career and child raising are done. I'm a little bit anxious. It's like a great horizon, like coming over the summit of a mountain in the desert and seeing a great vista beyond and one trailless vista and wondering what to do. I mentioned to Yumiko, what are we going to do today? And what's our day? And she's like, I got things to do. I'm indicating that, Kurt, you're on your own, figure it out. Which is one of the things that I really like about Yumiko, is that she doesn't need anybody else to necessarily sustain her. She goes alone. She's the original going alone, which means that it leaves me figuring out what to do with my time, which isn't really an issue. I've got things I can do. I've got a room full of books over there that I brought over from Japan specifically to just enjoy my retirement. I've got book readings to do. I've got my whole YouTube adventure. As Kevin said in a comment to me, and even Eric said that, I'm now a full-time YouTuber. I can literally step out of the door and do this. Yet it's just dawning all of a sudden when everybody else is out doing their work a day that it's a new life for me. I think I'm up to the task though. I've handled it much, much harder than this. And here's a big welcome to Dean and Soft Dog to the Discord server. I'm really happy to have you both as a part of the family there. Welcome. Okay, we're at Super Ando, our local supermarket. Man, it's good to be back at this place. I love driving that Jimny around. We're gonna pick up bento for just ourselves and for Dad. And we'll go over and eat with him, and then we'll take the dogs for a walk.
Sure.
our lunch today is sushi. We're getting this package. I've got one without shrimp, and some of them have shrimp. But
yeah, but these don't have pineapple.
oh, no egg. Pretty good price, $7.99. Okay, I got my bag of rice, Yumiko's bag and the rest, and I was telling her while we were in there, everybody in here is old, including us. And then we remembered that everybody that's younger is working or at school, so I guess that's appropriate. Okay, we had a really nice lunch with Dad. He was telling me about the inoshishi, the wild boar that come down from the Nihon Daira up here, a little closer to where we live. And he says what happens is that the parents leave their babies down into the river here, the Yoshida River, to get a drink of water, and the babies can't get out of the bank. So the parents go climb back up, but the babies are stuck down below. And he says the parents, I guess, leave them or something, and the babies wander down here. And he hasn't seen them in a long time, but it used to be that he would see the baby wild boar over here. Didn't get far enough along in the story to know what happened to him. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe they wound up in a donabe or something. I shouldn't have. Anyway, there's Ollie right there. Time for a walk. We're going to take, Yumiko and I are going to take the two dogs for a nice walk. Maybe we'll walk past our house. And, well, it's still warm. And then I think I'm going to go to the park and read in the afternoon. We'll see. I just noticed that one of our neighbors has spruced up their spruce to be a Christmas tree. I think that's what that is. That's really nice. This house wasn't here when we lived here before, and we lived right there. That a little further, see where the black car, beyond the black car, the white car, that was our apartment right there. This empty land right here was always been vacant. And then Dad's house is right over there. But look, Mama. Oh. A Christmas spruce. With jingle balls. Looks like it. Yeah, this is a whole parking lot here before. Katakidina. Oh, Isn't this a cute little car? The Suzuki Hustler. Interesting. There's another something right there. I like these little SUV four-wheel drive types, although I don't think the Hustler is a four-wheel drive. This little plot of land here is a rectangular plot. Belongs to Yumiko's uncle, including this shed up here. I think he keeps farm stuff in it or something. But I haven't seen him use it forever. And he's also got a plot over here. At least I've seen him working the land over there. Yumiko doesn't think he owns any land over there, but I've seen him working it. I've talked to him a couple times out there. This is the road to our house from Dad's house. I like it. I like that we walk along the river. This is the walkway from our house, or from Dad's house, to our house. We can come here during the day on the dirt road. Our place is right up there. Or we can go over there on the paved side during the night when it's dark, so we don't stumble and fall off. The dogs seem to be liking it, doing quite well. I love the sound of the river. Rudy's all over the place. Just right up here is the end of the dirt road, and then meets the paved road, and then it extends, the dirt part extends on beyond that. That's our spot up there, that black patch of green. Yumiko and I walked the dogs to the edge, the very edge. You really can't get any further than that. This road peters out. See, there's a beautiful little farm over there. Wow, that's so pretty. And our place is right there. Just yesterday, Yumiko said to me, Kurt, we shouldn't sneak onto that property anymore. We're going to get busted. And sure enough, we just came and we walked up to the back, and we didn't trespass or anything, but I stepped up on the lot of land that's not associated just to check out a particular tree. And then when we came around the corner, sure enough, someone's at the house. Your intuition was just right. If we had gone up the trail and had been sitting there on the Ngabo and who sat down and they're like, hey, who are you?
Very awkward.
Very awkward indeed. So as always, your intuition is spot on. I should always listen to you. Very good. We're going to go this way. What do we deserve as a result of that close encounter? Taiyaki it is. There's a taiyaki-san up there. Let's go up there next. Come on, boys. Let's go. Rudy wants to go this way. No, Rudy, there's taiyaki this way. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We are coming up to the taiyaki place. This is the street where we used to live. Our community park is right there. This is actually our doctor's office right there. This is the taiyaki store. Cinnamon. This is nani cinnamon? Apple cinnamon. Apple cinnamon. So taiyaki is like a fish-shaped delicacy, usually filled with anko or like a custard. In this case, you can get the apple cinnamon. And you got the menu here for the different types. I'm gonna get anko.
And all of them have satsuma in it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get the usual just anko. Onegaishimasu. There's the guy making them. And here's how he does it. See it in there? He dips it in the molds there, fills it all out, and then he'll apply the toppings. It takes about, from the time that you order it, there's the custard. From the time you order it to the time you get it, it's about 4 minutes. Come here, Ollie. I'm holding the dogs and filming at the same time. So there's the custard one. I guess those are all custards. Ooh, that's really putting a lot of custard in there now. Yay. Okay, we found a nice bench in the filtered light, a little bit direct, but not too bad. And it comes in the pack right here. It says Tsuba o Oen. I'm reading it backwards. Tsuba Oen?
Tsubuan.
Tsubuan. And you can see Yumiko has it right there. Go ahead and take a bite. Show us how it is. You got the custard.
You can see the custard inside.
Nice. So Rudy wants to get involved in this.
That's good.
I got a tail full of nothing. Uncle. Red bean paste. Yay. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. Oh, what a lovely place. Yumiko and I just climbed a whole bunch of stairs here. The dogs did really good. And we're at a place now that holds some deep, dear memories for us. More recent ones for Yumiko. This is a little overlook above the art museum where we used to come with Emily for picnics. And we would set up our picnic up at the upper slopes there. And after she would eat, Emily would charge down these stairs, up and down. Remember that? You're so exhausted from charging up and down. And it has this beautiful view of Shizuoka, although it's a little blocked right now. From up there you have a better view. But I have a lot of memories of this little stretch of land here.
We have a view of Fujisan?
From here, I don't think so. It's because Fujisan's right over there, blocked by these darn trees. While we were walking along, we found this trail here, right? A little map for the Nihondairo hiking course. And we're going to take it down. And it looks, by the look of it, that it connects this beautiful museum grounds with the road that lets out right by our house. Wouldn't that be neat if we could actually get to this park from our house via this trail? You don't want to walk. You want to be carried, huh? Okay, I'll carry you. Okay. Yumiko and Ollie are up here somewhere. It really is like a hiking course now. But there they are. think I know where this is. Is this going to let off right by the shrine? There's a small shrine, and I think that this trail may let off next to it. Oh wait, there's a branch of the tree. Oh no, that's just the one that goes around. There's Mama and Lee. Yeah, I think that's it. I think at the Mama,
Yeah?
I think at the bottom, the little Nani.
That's where the big dogs are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the shrine is just to the left.
They're gonna bark like crazy.
Oh well, that's what dogs do. But then you know what I mean. The shrine is over there.
Right.
So this is a kennel up here.
What are they called?
Oh, Afghans.
Afghans.
Afghan kennel. It's been up there forever. I didn't know this trail was here. There they are.
Oh, I'm feeling it in my knees.
It's going to result, you're going to feel such great shape soon. We're both going to be in great shape soon, Mama.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I think that constitutes my very first hike since coming back with you. No
I'm
less.
not sure about going up though.
So this is it. So the road up here to the left will take us to Hirasawa and the farm that we wanted to buy. The road down here will take us to our house. Look at the colors. Look at that, Mom. And there's water down there. Okay, well, now we know. That's the way to get there. This is interesting. This young man is here with a leaf blower at the park. He's got a GoPro on his head, and he's slowly building a mountain of leaves and taking photographs of it as he goes. Interesting. Maybe some sort of an experiment. All right, look at this Japanese feast for tonight. We've got salmon and rice and miso soup and jaga.
Leftover nikujaga.
Leftover nikujaga, a salad-looking pickly thing. Lots of proper pickles and more of the same over here. Quite a feast, and dogs in attendance. Say no, itadakimasu. Thank you, Mama. All right, welcome to the Good Life Meditation, an exercise that I used to do in the morning, but now I do in the evening when I'm out walking with Yoko and Yumiko, sisters. Having the most fun together. One of the best things about coming back to Japan was seeing these two siblings and close friends reunited again. So now I get to join them on the dog walk too. Although this dog tends to not walk, it's more of a carry. The Good Life Meditation is an exercise that I do every day to remember my life objectives and principles. Those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours, how I did with the challenges and the opportunities that I met. I recite the 8 objectives of my creed to make sure I'm in alignment with them. I plan for the coming day, and I prepare myself for death. Now there's lots of joggers, so I'll have to keep my eyes open so I don't get run over by a jogger or get in their way. So last night and yesterday, I slept very good last night. Just is the norm now. It's not even an issue. I could probably just drop it as a topic because it's going to get boring to hear how well I'm sleeping at night. And you know, again, and I don't say this by way of bragging or anything like this. It's nothing to brag about. It's just that recognizing what the cause was. The cause of my problem with sleep all that time was the stress from work, which was just killing me, eating me alive. And someone left a comment on Twitter today about, oh, there he goes, about the issues relative to their not feeling that way. And there's still a long ways to go to my age, asking about, in general, what to do. And the only advice I could think of, actually I talked about it with Yumiko even, I'm trying to think of something to say, and the only thing I could think of was, the only way I knew to do it was just to push through it. I mean, that's lame advice. I'm no counselor. I don't have anything. I don't know. I was never able to overcome the pain or the difficulty or the great burden and weight of, adulthood until I got to this point now that I can basically be relieved of that weight by virtue of the fact that the system is set up in such a way that if you can get to this age and you've done your due diligence, that's important, that you can, by nature of the way the system works, you can be excused, so to speak. Let's see if he'll walk. Probably not. No. More carrying. Come on. So I slept good. As for today, the only issue today was that I did note some negative feedback on X about some of my posts. Probably I'm posting a lot. Probably I'm posting a little too much in the Gaijin Twitter community than I should. So I think I'll limit my excess posts to my own Twitter feed, which is my own, right? And the stuff for the Gaijin Twitter community, the stuff that really is more appropriate to the broad and general community, and also just appropriate in terms of not just content being generic, not too personal, but also appropriate in terms of quantity, right? I mean, I don't want to, dominate the space with my own stuff. It's only reasonable. So it's a case of getting negative feedback, but then looking at it from, if I do say so myself, looking at it with a critical eye of my own self and say, well, is that indication that maybe I'm going a little too far? Perhaps. Giving me a chance to tune. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. We're going this way. I'm wandering off. So, nothing else. I'm getting a little better on the drive, although I was still kind of all over the place today. Yumiko and I had a really nice day. We did a lot of walking. I'm sure we're well over 20,000 steps now. Lots and lots of walking. Exploring areas of our community, our new community, around our new home. We dropped by and visited the home. Somebody was there, probably the owners, sorting out their stuff, what they want to keep and what they want to leave behind. The 8 objectives of the creed consist of the following things. Number 1, to be always ready to die, to have my affairs in order, my relationship sound, and my life's work complete. Number 2, to make good and effective use of my time, to not waste my days. Number 3, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles in accordance with my creed. No, not in accordance with my creed. The creed is the thing. It's in accordance with my values, which my values are virtue, where virtue is defined as the improvement of the well-being of creatures, particularly thinking creatures. Get it? So reducing suffering, increasing, or basically just that's it. Reducing suffering, especially from those that can feel suffering, if that makes sense. Next is to make good use of time, to maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to react well to difficult circumstances, to perform good actions relative to my values, which are, as I said before, the improvement of virtue, where virtue is the reduction of suffering. I feel like there's a hole in there. I feel like I need to flesh that out a little more. Something I'll set myself a task to. Cultivate good emotional actions, perform good actions, recognize true limits and true opportunities, so I'm operating within my reach. To do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly, deliberately, and carefully, and to keep my balance so that I'm on an even footing. As for tomorrow, it's pretty much an open day, as most days are. Our daughter Emily wrote to us saying, "What day can I come by and see you guys next week? What day is good for you?" And we're like, "Whenever. What's good for you? Every day is free." So tomorrow, I'm slowly getting more and more to the point of having time in the day to just do whatever, which is an interesting prospect. And I'm getting close to being ready to go to the mountains, or at least to go hiking in the Hondaira back here. That's probably what I'll do first. Is that it? Yeah. Am I ready for death? My affairs are in order, my relationships are sound, and my life's work is complete. So yeah. Oh, there was one problem. I noticed an error on the website, the goingalone.org website, that I need to fix. So I'd like to get that fixed before I die. I'm an ambitious man. With that, I'll sign off and try to put him down, and we'll try one more time. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Right, Rudy? Are you ready to try to walk a little more? They're getting out of hand. They're getting ahead of us. Take care. Bye-bye.